This is the Caprock Powerlifting League on Post Sports Radio. The events are sponsored and made live and free thanks to our sponsors, including Will and Crystal Osborne. They wish all the lifters their best, and of course, go bold gold. Judge Lee and Marcia Norman, supporting what's good for Post and Garza County. Post Family Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, and alterations. Glasheen, Valles, and Intermission, your local personal injury lawyer. Visit gvilaw.com. Post Baseball Academy. Get your kids involved with PBA in February. Visit the Post Baseball Academy Facebook page for details, including contact information. You can direct message from there. Post Area Chamber of Commerce, serving Post and Garza County. Visit postcitytexas.com. Happy State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. And Post Family Dentistry, small town values with state-of-the-art care. Be sure to let these sponsors know that you appreciate them and thank them for bringing this event to you. Live action of the Caprock Powerlifting League will resume in just a moment on postsportsradio.com. Even though there's a chill in the air, Post Sports Radio is already planning for the warmer spring broadcast season, and we can't do it without sponsors. Did you know that Post Sports Radio shares profits from advertising revenue with Post high school graduates? For more than 12 years now, we have awarded scholarships to graduating seniors. Recipients have used the funds at a four-year institution or a trade school. It's the student's choice. Details for advertising this spring are coming soon. PSR will stream baseball, softball, track and field, the sports banquet, and the graduation ceremony. So if you are a regular listener or watcher, a business owner, a manager of a nonprofit group, please consider being a sponsor on Post Sports Radio. Your participation will keep the events live and free to the Bold Gold Nation and help students continue their education. So in the meantime, be thinking about becoming a Post Sports Radio broadcast advertising team member. Thank you, and go Bold Gold. This is the Caprock Powerlifting League on Post Sports Radio. The events are sponsored and made live and free thanks to our sponsors, including Will and Crystal Osborne. They wish all the lifters their best, and of course, go bold gold. Judge Lee and Marcia Norman, supporting what's good for Post and Garza County. Post Family Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, and alterations. Glasheen, Valles, and Intermission, your local personal injury lawyer. Visit gvilaw.com. Post Baseball Academy. Get your kids involved with PBA in February. Visit the Post Baseball Academy Facebook page for details, including contact information. You can direct message from there. Post Area Chamber of Commerce, serving Post and Garza County. Visit postcitytexas.com. Happy State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. And Post Family Dentistry, small town values with state-of-the-art care. Be sure to let these sponsors know that you appreciate them and thank them for bringing this event to you. Live action of the Caprock Powerlifting League will resume in just a moment on postsportsradio.com. Even though there's a chill in the air, Post Sports Radio is already planning for the warmer spring broadcast season, and we can't do it without sponsors. Did you know that Post Sports Radio shares profits from advertising revenue with Post high school graduates? For more than 12 years now, we have awarded scholarships to graduating seniors. Recipients have used the funds at a four-year institution or a trade school. It's the student's choice. Details for advertising this spring are coming soon. PSR will stream baseball, softball, track and field, the sports banquet, and the graduation ceremony. So if you are a regular listener or watcher, a business owner, a manager of a nonprofit group, please consider being a sponsor on Post Sports Radio. Your participation will keep the events live and free to the Bold Gold Nation and help students continue their education. So in the meantime, be thinking about becoming a Post Sports Radio broadcast advertising team member. Thank you, and go Bold Gold. This is the Caprock Powerlifting League on Post Sports Radio. The events are sponsored and made live and free thanks to our sponsors, including Will and Crystal Osborne. They wish all the lifters their best, and of course, go bold gold. Judge Lee and Marcia Norman, supporting what's good for Post and Garza County. Post Family Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, and alterations. Glasheen, Valles, and Intermission, your local personal injury lawyer. Visit gvilaw.com. Post Baseball Academy. Get your kids involved with PBA in February. Visit the Post Baseball Academy Facebook page for details, including contact information. You can direct message from there. Post Area Chamber of Commerce, serving Post and Garza County. Visit postcitytexas.com. Happy State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. And Post Family Dentistry, small town values with state-of-the-art care. Be sure to let these sponsors know that you appreciate them and thank them for bringing this event to you. Live action of the Caprock Powerlifting League will resume in just a moment on postsportsradio.com. Even though there's a chill in the air, Post Sports Radio is already planning for the warmer spring broadcast season, and we can't do it without sponsors. Did you know that Post Sports Radio shares profits from advertising revenue with Post high school graduates? For more than 12 years now, we have awarded scholarships to graduating seniors. Recipients have used the funds at a four-year institution or a trade school. It's the student's choice. Details for advertising this spring are coming soon. PSR will stream baseball, softball, track and field, the sports banquet, and the graduation ceremony. So if you are a regular listener or watcher, a business owner, a manager of a nonprofit group, please consider being a sponsor on Post Sports Radio. Your participation will keep the events live and free to the bold Gold Nation and help students continue their education. So in the meantime, be thinking about becoming a Post Sports Radio broadcast advertising team member. Thank you, and go Bold Gold. All right, we are live and free on YouTube only tonight. Thanks for joining us here for the final lift of the Caprock Powerlifting League here on Post Sports Radio. Glad to bring these events to you. This is our third, which started on January 30th, and then we did 13th 2 weeks ago, or last week actually, and then again today, the 20th, and that'll wrap things up. But after today, I'm Jim Plummer, by the way, and Russ Moore's here once again for third time. A guy who actually has experience at powerlifting and adds a lot of expertise to this event on the broadcast. Now, after tonight, Russ, let's talk about the girls first. What's going to happen with the ladies?
So the girls, they are going to compete in the regional powerlifting meet next week at El Dorado. That meet's going to be on February 28th over in the El Dorado High School.
In the city of El Dorado?
Correct.
You know, there's an El Paso has a high school called El Dorado, spelt the same, pronounced differently. Actually, they would say El Dorado. It's different. But anyway, we're not going to El Paso. The girls are not going to El Paso. And unfortunately, Post is not sending any ladies this year.
Unfortunately, no. So how it works is the top high school lifters in each weight class and school classification qualify for the regional meet. That includes any ties for 12th place. So unfortunately, I was scrolling through on the Texas High School Women's Powerlifters Association website, and I was unable to find any of our girls, the two girls being Elizabeth Fox and Bella Hayek. They did not finish in the top 12. They just finished a few places shy of qualifying for the regional powerlifting meet. But they did. But in the Caprock Powerlifting League, they took home their last meet out. They took home, I think, a couple of gold medals in their weight classes.
Okay, so the guys, this meet is kind of fill in the blanks for the guys who could possibly qualify for the regional, right?
Correct. It's mainly those that are going to be on the bubble that are going to be lifting today. For example, I'll use Daniel Young as an example in the 165 weight class. He sits in 11th place with a total weight lifted at 1,045 pounds. Behind him is a young man from Forsan. He had a total lift of 1,025. Well, behind him is a young man in Vega in 13th place, and he's a total weight lifted of 1,020 pounds. So those three have 25 pounds separated between each of them, and it's imperative that Daniel Young, lifts today so that way he could lock himself in for that final spot. One person of note, Ian Vergara, has locked himself in to the regional powerlifting meet in 2 different weight classes. Even after not lifting at all last week, Jim, he's locked in at 3rd place in the 148 weight class, sits in 3rd place, and in the 165 weight class, he sits tied for 7th.
So to make things apples to apples, he in powerlifting, he's just as good as a running back in football.
Exactly.
All right. So I thought.
We will see Mauricio Martinez, I believe, lift today. He comes into today tied for 15th in the 198 weight class, as well as Domingo Soto sits 15th in the 220 weight class. Mason Wright is locked in, sits tied for 2nd in the 242 weight class. Jim, our favorite lifter, we will not see. That is Castaneda from Whiteface. He will not be lifting because he sits in first place in the 220 pound weight.
There's still
class.
Another handful of lifters who are here. As a matter of fact, Dean Vigar's got quite the headdress on tonight. I didn't even recognize him until now. He may walk in front of the camera, but he's not suited out to lift, like Russ just pointed out. A lot of the whiteface lifters, who there's quite a few of them, or may not be lifting today because they've already qualified. So it's a short meet, hopefully.
Well, another one of our favorite lifters, Jim, Cass Crutcher from Whiteface. According to the sheet that I have, he sits in first place in the 114-pound weight class. He had his body weight of 108.2 pounds. He's lifted a total weight of 1,070 pounds. So in first place, we will not be seeing him today.
Okay, we're getting things rolling here. If you're watching us, there's 2 cameras. The one on the left is for rack 1. Those are the bigger guys. The picture on the right is the smaller guys and not the girls' because they're not competing. But we'll try to keep up with both of them for you. Russ on the right, Jim Plummer on the left, and we're getting ready to roll here on the squat in just a moment.
Rack 2 will just remind everybody. Rack 2 will consist of every male lifter in the 114-pound weight class all the way to 165. Rack 1 will have the 181-pound weight class all the way to the super heavyweight.
All right, so over on the left side, real quickly, we'll go through who should be up there. Is Terry from Cooper Liberty. We'll call Cooper Liberty. Campos from Post will be 2nd. Gemeyer from Liberty will be 3rd. And Alderson will be Cooper. So what do you got there on the right, Russ?
I have Reed and Noiloa from Cooper are the first 2 lifters. This is Reed up first with a 225-pound lift.
Okay, Terry on the left, ready to squat. I'll give you a shot of what he does here. And he's good with green flag, successful. He just squatted 230 pounds. We'll go to 280 pounds now. It'll be the lifter from Post. That'll be Campos.
I believe this might be his first time we've seen him lift all league long, as he's going to try to put a solid string of lifts together to qualify him for the regional meet. As I have Noiloa with a 225-pound lift, and he has all green flags. Reed before him had 2 green flags, so he had a successful lift. Up next on the right side of the screen, I have a lifter from Cooper Liberty, Witten from Cooper Liberty, going for 235.
On the left, Campos from Post, 280, I believe. We'll double check that. And he's good. And like Russ pointed out, it's probably his first time to lift during this Caprock league that started a while back. Once again, 285 is what he did. 280 rather. Next up on the left, Gemeyer from Liberty. He's going to try 280.
Yes, 285.
I disappeared there for a second. Yeah, 285.
We had a successful meet from Witten from Liberty at 235. Up next, going for 250, is Powell from New Home.
All right, you got Alderson on deck from Cooper. This is Gamir from Liberty. He's down and up with a successful lift for Gamir. Once again, he did 285. Go to 300 pounds now. It's going to be Anderson from Lubbock Cooper.
Quick nugget, Jim. If you see a lifter start to go down and go back up and a judge tells him to go back down, that means he did not get lower enough, and he will give the lifter a chance to retry his lift, or else he will scratch out if he doesn't follow the orders. We have a successful lift on the right side of the screen. I believe that was Powell. Up next is Weidman from Liberty going for 280, I believe.
On the left, Anderson from Cooper going for 300. He's down. Going back down again. And he is successful with 300. On to Mora from Liberty. He'll go 325.
Yep, I have Weidman up next going for 260. And that's a successful lift for Weidman. Up next is a couple of lifters from post.
All right, Mora about to lift from Liberty. 325 on the left side of your screen.
It's Alec Garcia and Aiden Rodriguez up next. Both lifters going for 260 pounds on the squat. This is Alec up first.
Mora successful here on the left. Got one red flag, but you only need 2 green to go on. So Tinsley is next. He's from Liberty as well. He'll try to squat 345.
I want to thank Mike Travis for lending us his
Monocular.
Monocular.
If you don't know, we're looking at a screen on the back wall. We need a monocular to see it. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Janice, for picking them up for us. Here's Tinsley on the left. He's from Liberty.
Alec Garcia has a successful lift. Up next is Aiden Rodriguez, also going for 260 pounds.
All right, so Tinsley successful. He did 345. Going to Cook, also from Lubbock, Cooper, Liberty. Liberty for short. He'll do 360.
Comes Aiden Rodriguez. As look both left and right, we have simultaneous green flags.
Cook from Lubbock Liberty successful at 360. Go to Lubbock Cooper's Davis. He'll try it's like 365. Actually, don't have a word on Cook yet.
Got a lifter from Liberty. This is Miller going for 265.
Cook, having trouble with this young man. I had 390 up there, but it's not highlighted in green. So we'll catch up just a little bit with that. All right, so Cook from Liberty. He did 365. Now we're going to Davis from Cooper, and he'll try 365 as well.
It's a good lift for Miller. Up next is Lorton from New Home. He's going for 265.
Davis on the left side of the screen is good with, once again, 365 pounds. Hoagland from Lubbock Cooper coming up next. He too, 365.
We have a scratch.
First scratch of the day, huh?
Yes.
Everybody's green on this side, which means they've been successful on the left side. Hoagland with 365.
Okay, I've got Cody Osborne, Jim, on the right side of the screen. He's coming up.
Oh, they moved him on us, huh?
He's going for 320 pounds on the squat.
All right, so Hoagland successful here on the left side. Watch Cody on your right.
That's a good lift for Cody.
All right, you can tell Snyder's here again. They got the cheerleaders amongst the players. Soria is going to try 375.
Next is the lifter from Whiteface.
Soria's good on the left.
This is Driver from Whiteface, also going for 320.
Garcia from Cooper on the left side, he's next. He's going 375 as well.
As we have a scratch for lifter for Whiteface. That's rare. You don't see that very much.
Garcia on the left at 375. Looks like no problem there.
No.
Oh, actually, he scratches with 2 red flags. He was kind of in a hurry. He didn't take him. It was real easy, light-wise. All right, so let's move on the left. What do you got on the right, Russ?
I have Chandler from Cooper going for 335, followed by Hernandez from Snyder also going for 335.
It should be Romero from Cooper on your left. And I believe he's good. Romero did 375 on the left. Now we go to Batani. He is from Lubbock Liberty. He's going to try 380. I'm still waiting on the left side once again.
It's a good lift by Chandler. Up next is Hernandez from Snyder. He's going for 335 pounds as well on the squat.
Botani from Liberty on your left, now at the bar. Got 380 on that bar. So
good lift for the young man out of Snyder.
I think Botani looks good on the left here as well.
Next I have Brubaker from Liberty going for 340, followed by Mendoza from Post going for 350.
Marciano Martinez from Post should be up here next on the left side with squat attempt at 390 pounds. Looks like Martinez walking up to the bar, trying to qualify for the regional meet. After him is Betancourt from Liberty. Here's Martinez from Post.
So it's a good lift for the young man out of Liberty. Next I have Mendoza. It's Michael Mendoza out of Post up next, going for 350 on the squat.
Martinez from Post on the left side just finished with 390. Betancourt. I believe Betancourt, he's from Cooper. He'll try 400. Betancourt is up. 3 green flags, successful.
Mendoza's back up with 3 green flags. That's a good lift for him at 350 pounds.
All right, on the left side, Brinson from Cooper, he's next. He'll go 405.
Up next, I have another lifter from Cooper. Warlick from Cooper is going for 360.
Good lift on the left side here. 405 pounds. Douglas Lubbock Cooper. Brinson from Cooper next. 405 as well.
Here comes Warlick from Cooper going for 360 pounds on the right side of your screen. He's down. He's back up. That's a good lift. 3 green flags.
Here's Douglas on the left from Cooper. He's going to scratch with 2 red flags.
Up next is Torres from Snyder. He's going for 385.
So that was Brinson from Cooper who just finished on the left. We go to A.J. Smith from Snyder, trying 425.
That's a good lift for Torres at 385 pounds. Next is another lifter from Whiteface. It's Trejo from Whiteface going for 385. And Trejo's tied with Ian Vergara for 7th place at the 165 weight class.
Ooh, Smith on your left from Snyder. He's going to scratch. Need a little help from his friends.
Yeah, he stumbled on the way going back up, and good catch by the Bull Gold spotters there. This Trejo is down, and he's back up. That's a successful lift for Trejo.
I'm going to backtrack a little bit on the left here. We had Douglas and Brinson, both from Cooper, previously lifted and both scratched. Snyder's Smith just scratched as well.
Trejo just lifted 385. Up next is Vasquez from Snyder. He's going for 390.
Fuentes on the left from Snyder, 425. Second effort gets him up. See what the flags look like. You got
all he needs two. All you need is two greens, and it's a good lift.
So Fuentes successful here on the left side of the screen. We go to another Snyder lifter. His name is Pinkerton, and he's going to shoot for 430 pounds.
This is Vasquez from Snyder. He's going for 390 pounds. Jim, a successful squat is just like a kicker kicking a field goal. That ball can look like a dying duck, but as long as it's got to go through the middle, it's good.
Doesn't have to be pretty. There, that guy looked good there. 390, you said?
Yes, sir. 2 green flags. That's a good lift for him.
How much does he weigh? Is it on that chart? Wait, who was that just lifted?
That's Vasquez. He weighs 121 pounds.
Nice.
Up next is Pierce from Liberty going for 395.
Okay, on the left side from Snyder. I've got a man standing in the way, and I can't see his name, Russ.
This is from Snyder, you said?
Yep. Down towards the bottom, I think.
I believe this is Fuentes.
No, it'll be the next one from Snyder.
Pinkerton?
That's Pinkerton.
Going for 440?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Next on rack 2, that's a good lift for Pierce. Up next is Joseph from Liberty. He's going for 405 on the squat.
Okay, Pinkerton on the left, who just lifted, got 430. Now going for 440 for post is Domingo Soto.
Domingo sits in 15th in his weight class, so if he can get this, that's a good start on his trek to lock himself into the regional meet.
Nice lift.
That's a good start.
He got 3 green flags. He's good to move on. We're still in the first lift for all these guys, both left and right of the screen. Next is Schaefer from Cooper, 450. Once again, these guys are trying to qualify for the regional meet, which happens in 2 weeks at Brownfield.
Yes, that's a good lift for Pierce at 405. Up next, I believe,
Schaefer on the left side with 450 on his back.
Next is Ramos from Snyder. He's also going for 405.
It's like no problem. 3 green flags. Schaefer is successful. Gomez from Post is next. Lagario. He's going to go with 460 to start off in his first lift.
Oli sits in 9th in his weight class in his standings, so this will be a good lift for him to start locking himself in. He's right there in one of the last 3 ends, or last 4 ends. So,
if you're not familiar with Oli, he's a freshman and a big kid.
As Ramos unfortunately scratches on his lift at 405. Up next, this is Daniel Young. He's going for 415.
All right, Gomez scratches with 3 red flags. So we'll have to probably revisit that weight. His second lift next time be 460.
He'll have to try to successfully lift that weight. You can't go down. You can only go up.
Okay. So next, on the left, you got Salas from Cooper. He's going to try 520 pounds.
Here comes Daniel Young on the right side for post, going for 415. Young is down. And he's back up. That's too easy for Daniel Young.
All right, Salas for Cooper. He's successful with 3 green flags.
Daniel Young successful at 415 pounds. Final 2 lifters on rack 2 are both from Cooper. They're both. This is going to be Adams from Cooper going for 435, followed by Estrada at 475.
Salas just finished on the left at 520 pounds. We go to Vasquez from Snyder. He'll try 530. Snyder always brings a boisterous crowd with him. All the fellow lifters are all behind each one.
Adams is down and back up. That's 3 green flags for Adams at 435 pounds. That's a successful lift.
All right, so they're successful here on the left. Vasquez from Snyder, total of 530 pounds.
If you're just tuning in to us here, we're live on YouTube. This is meet number 4 of the Caprock Powerlifting League, the last chance qualifier for your boys to qualify for the regional meet in Brownfield.
That meet in Brownfield will be in 2 weeks.
I believe it's the weekend of March 6th.
Will be a Saturday meet.
I believe so.
All right, I think we're going back to the top of the list here, Russ, on the left.
I've got one more lifter on the right side of the screen. I've got Estrada up next for Cooper. He's going for a 475-pound squat.
So on the left, we'll go to the second lift for Liberty's Terry. Successful with 230 on the first. He's going to try 255 this time.
Okay, here comes Estrada on the right side of the screen, going for 475.
Terry is back up and successful with his second lift. Once again at 255.
As unfortunately Estrada scratches on his last lift. And now we start back to the top of the order on rack number 2 for the second time through.
All right, posts Campos, his first event, as far as we know. Going to try 310 after being successful at 280 on the first try. Now, we didn't broadcast the very first Caprock Powerlifting League meet, but not sure if Campos lifted or not. Do we know that for sure?
I do not.
You don't. You know. Okay. Here he is now on the left. Campos from post. On the squat. It's a pretty good form, and the judges like it too. 3 green flags. So Campos does 310. I'll go to Alderson from Cooper next.
Noiloa with a successful lift from Cooper at 255.
Alderson from Cooper was successful his first lift at 300. He's going to try 330.
Up next is Powell from New Home. He too, I believe, is also going for 255, and no, he's going for 260.
Alderson got 330 here on the left side of your screen. Go to Mora from Lubbock Liberty, Cooper Liberty that is. Going to try 330 after doing 300 the first try.
It's a successful lift for Powell at 260 pounds on his squat.
Okay, Jim Plummer here calling the action on the left side of your screen. Russ Morris on the right.
Sorry, that was Witten from Liberty at 255 pounds. Up next is Powell at 260.
Had a good lift here on the left side of the screen. Once again, that would be from Lubbock Liberty Mora, I do believe. Yeah, after the third time doing this, you think you would recognize the guys by name, but then I see a guy say, well, that's not what we called them last time.
Powell is down, and he's back up. It's 3 green flags for Powell.
Oh, this is Mora now. I'm sorry. We're at Mora. The scoreboard's a little bit off right now. Mora is going for 350. And
2 green flags. That's all you need.
He's good for Mora. Now, previously that was Alderson from Cooper, and he was successful with 330. Mora successful with 350. Tinsley's next from Lubbock Liberty, and he's going to do 365.
Next is a lifter from from Cooper. This is Reed from Cooper going for 265.
Tinsley on your left from Liberty.
2 green flags. That's a good lift for him.
Tinsley struggles, but then he finishes the lift, and it is successful at 365. Now at 385 on the bar, it'll be, let's see, that's going to be from Lubbock Cooper, Hoagland.
Next is Lorton from New Home going for 270 pounds on his squat.
After Hoagland, we'll have Cook, Davis, and Romero on the left side of your screen.
That's 2 green flags for Lorton. That's a good lift for a young man out of New Home. Is up next is Alec Garcia from Post.
Cooper's Hoagland with 385.
Alec Garcia going for a 280-pound squat.
Hoagland on your left, ready to squat down. He's having trouble. He's going to scratch.
Yes, that's a scratch.
So he'll have to try that weight once again. 385 pounds. Moving on to 390 on the bar. And that's going to be Cook from Lubbock Cooper.
Now here comes Alec Garcia on your right side of the screen going for a 280-pound squat.
He's a bold gold antelope. Cook on your left. Three greens, he's good.
It's too easy for Alec. That's a good lift. 280 pounds.
So Cook from Liberty. He just lifted 390. We go to 400 on the bar now, and that's going to be Davis from Lubbock Cooper.
Up next is Weidman from Liberty going for 285.
After Davis from Cooper will be Romero. Here's Davis on your left. Young man is successful with that 400 pounds on the bar. We got a 400 as well. Next lifter. Also from Cooper is Romero.
Weidman is down and back up. As that's a successful lift for Weidman from Liberty at 285. Up next is Aiden Rodriguez from Post going for 285.
So no problem for Romero. Once again, 400 pounds. And go to 415. Lifter from Snyder, Mr. Soria. Be on the left side of your screen.
Aiden Rodriguez gets see what he has. Aiden, unfortunately, scratches on his lift at 285. Up next should be Miller from Liberty going for 295. Followed by Driver from Whiteface at 320.
Botani from Lubbock Cooper Liberty. What's going to call him Liberty? It's easier for me to say. He'll go with 415 on the bar. He's waiting for a coach to come by, I do believe. No, they're there, ready to roll.
They say Liberty can customize your car insurance for everything you need. Oh, wait, that's the wrong Liberty.
Hey, no free advertising.
Because unfortunately, Miller scratches from Cooper Liberty. Up next is Driver from Whiteface.
Botani has trouble and scratches. Gets a little help from his spotters. He scratches at 415. That's his second lift. One more to go. Soria from Snyder is next. Was unsuccessful at 415. I'm sorry. He was successful at 375. He's going for 420 this time. Big jump.
Comes Driver. He steps in at 320 pounds for his squat attempt.
He's successful with 2 green flags. Soria from Snyder at 420.
As that's a successful lift for Driver from Whiteface. As up next is Cody Osborne, as he's going for 340 pounds.
Lubbock Cooper's Garcia coming up next. Scoreboard says Gracia, but I think that's wrong. He's going to try 420 either way.
Here comes Cody on the right side of the screen. He's down. And he's back up. 3 green flags for Cody. That's a good lift at 340 pounds.
On the left side, successful lift. 420 pounds for Soria from Snyder. Cody Osborne, by the way, we want to thank his parents for sponsoring the meets, the third and final one today. Will and Crystal Osborne. All right, so on the left side, just had Garcia. We'll go to Martinez from Lubbock Cooper. And he's going to go for 425.
So next is Chandler from Cooper going for 350.
Sorry, we just correction over here. Garcia just went for Cooper. Here's post. Martinez successful with 390, going for 420 right now.
That's 2 green flags for Chandler. That's a good lift.
Martinez struggles here on the left side and scratches at 425. So he'll try that again on his third lift. That'll be next.
And next is Hernandez from Snyder. He's going for 350.
Cooper's Douglas, followed by Brinson next on the left side of your screen. Both attempting 425.
Hernandez is down, and he struggles on the way back up. He scratches his lift. Up next is Michael Mendoza from Post going for 375.
All right, Douglas on the left side. He's from Lubbock Cooper. 425 on the bar. Douglas down, up, second effort. Gets a successful lift at 425. His teammate will try the same weight.
Mendoza's down and back up. 3 green flags for Mendoza. That's a good lift.
Okay, Brinson from Lubbock Cooper coming up next to try 425 on the left side of your screen.
Mendoza just lifted 375. Up next is Brubaker from Liberty going for 380.
Brinson once again, 425 attempt, second lift. He'll scratch and stay at 425.
He dumped his weight.
So Brinson came in, went from 405 to 425, struggled. So he'll come back on a third lift and try to do that.
As Brubaker scratches on the right side of the screen. Jim, what happened on the left side of the screen. That's a good way to get your spotters hurt if you just let that ball roll off of your neck and onto the bars.
Notice they had to bring in some bigger spotters to lift that bar up on the left side here. All right, so back to the left side. Who do we got? Coach Wright's right in my way. Come on, Coach. Should be Smith from Snyder, Betancourt from Liberty. Here's Smith from Snyder.
Okay, up next on rack 2. Sorry, I was trying to go over what happened on rack 1 and get stuff on the scores table sorted out. It's going for 380 pounds. This is Warlick from Cooper.
Okay, Smith struggles at 425 as well and scratches on the left side of your screen.
Warlick is down and back up. That's a successful lift for Warlick out of Lubbock Cooper at 380 pounds.
So Betancourt is coming up next from Lubbock Cooper, and he has scratched his first 2 lifts at 425.
Here comes Torres from Snyder. He's going for 405, followed by, make sure I get that right. Yeah, Ramos after him from Snyder, also going for 405 pounds.
Betancourt trying again, 425. Going up. I think he'll get this one. And he gets the green go-ahead to be successful in his third and final lift on the squat. Betancourt, 425.
Torres is down and back up. That's a successful lift for Torres at 405 pounds.
Fuentes from Snyder coming to the left bar. And he's going to go for 450. His teammate behind him will be Pinkerton. He'll go for 460. So Fuentes now at the bar for 450.
Here comes Ramos. He's doing the same thing, going for 405 pounds. This is down. Good effort by Ramos as he gets 3 green flags.
Fuentes on your left side gets 2 green. So both those Snyder lifters successful on their final lift. No, I'm sorry, second lift for these guys.
Now next is Trejo from Whiteface. He's going for 415 pounds.
So Pinkerton from Snyder going for 460 on the left side.
Trejo scratches on his lift.
Pinkerton ready to lift on the left side of your screen.
Up next, I believe, is going to be Pierce from Liberty going for 415 as well.
Pinkerton gets 2 green flags. That's success for him at 460 pounds. I'm going to go down to posts. Domingo Soto was successful at 460 or 440. Now he's going for 460. Domingo Soto on your left.
Pierce on the right is down, and he scratches at 415 pounds. Who's up next is Vasquez from Snyder.
Soto with 2 green flags.
Vasquez from Snyder is going for 425 pounds.
So Soto successful with 460. Also trying that coming up next from post is Oli Gomez, a freshman lifter for the Antelopes. Comes in his meet, stepped on the scales at 308.
Here's Vasquez. He's down. And back up. And that's 2 green flags. That's a good lift. Because now this brings up Daniel Young for post. He's going for 430 pounds.
Oli Gomez from post, successful at 460. So we go on to Cooper's Schaaf, and he'll try 500.
So here comes Daniel Young on the right side of your screen. He is down and back up with ease. That's 3 green flags for Daniel Young at 430 pounds.
Nice shape on the left side of your screen. Lubbock Cooper lifter. Looks clean from here, and he's good.
So next now I have Joseph on the right side of your screen for Liberty.
Schaaf just put up 500 pounds, going to 550 on the bar now. We'll go to Snyder's Vasquez, followed by Salas of Lubbock Cooper.
Joseph going for 435. That's a good lift for Joseph. 3 green flags. Now I have the final 2 from Cooper High School up next.
So, nice lift on the left from the Snyder lifter Vasquez for 550 pounds. Now the last lifter on this side, Salas. He is from Cooper, and he's going to try 565.
There's Adams on your right side of your screen going for 475.
Notice that Salas is going from 520 on his first lift to this lift on his second, 565. So would you say that none of these lifters, oh, never mind.
As Adams scratches.
I say, Russ, none of these guys would try a weight they hadn't tried in practice, would you say?
I agree. This up next, and the final lifter through, the second time through for rack 2 is Estrada. On your right side of the screen from Lubbock Cooper, he's also going for 475.
All right, Salas on your left side from Lubbock Cooper, 565-pound attempt on his second lift. Big increase over his first. Ooh. And he is successful with 3 green flags. Salas at 565.
Here comes Estrada on your right side of the screen, going for 475.
I think, Russ, on this left side of the screen, we'll go to the top of the screen once again with.
As Estrada gets 3 green flags, and now we go ahead and start the final time through for rack number 2.
All right, so we're in sync this time. So starting from the top of the screen, third lift for all these participants. Terry on the left side. Terry is from Lubbock Liberty, followed by his teammate, Kamir. Terry going to try 275 after being successful at 230 and 255.
So next is going to be Noiloa. From Lubbock Cooper.
Terry on the left. Liberty lifter, 275 pounds.
Noiloa going for 265.
And he's good with 2 green flags. So he'll finish with 275 in the squat. Kamir from Liberty next. He'll go for 325.
Noloa scratches. Next is going to be Powell from New Home. Going for 265.
All right, Kamir from Liberty on your left. From 305 to 325 on this lift.
As you just saw on the right side of your screen, everybody's having to get the squat rack readjusted.
Kamir was just successful with his third lift here on the left side. And they moved him out of the screen. I think it was 325. So he'll finish there. Brings up posts, camp posts, the first time we've seen him in the previous two meets. He's going to go for 335.
Powell gets a good lift for him, for New Home. Final lift at 265.
Compost is down. Ready to come back up. Looking good.
This is going
all
to be
green flags. He's successful at 335 after doing 310.
Up next is Witten. Going for 270 out of Liberty.
On your left side, you've got Alderson from Cooper, followed by Mora from Liberty, and Tinsley also from Liberty.
As Witten scratches his final lift. Up next is Reed from Cooper.
Okay, Mora, 350-pound attempt, did 330 previously.
He's going for 275.
Scratch on the left side of the screen. That's Mora from Lubbock Liberty. Scratches at, I'm sorry, that's, let me double check here, guys.
Now here comes Reed stepping in to your right side of your screen. Going for 275.
Okay, the last lifter on the left was Alderson. Sorry about the mistake. He scratches at 350, so his best lift today, 330. Mora, now from Liberty, tries 365.
As Reed gets 2 red flags, he scratches.
Here's Mora on your left. From Liberty, see on his t-shirt. Looks real good. 3 green flags, successful. His final lift on the squat, 365 pounds. Now it brings up Tinsley from Lubbock Liberty. He'll try 375.
This is Lorton going for 285 at a New Home. That's a successful lift for Lorton.
Okay, on your left, Tinsley coming up to the bar. Did 365 on his second lift. This will be 375 on his third.
Here is Aiden Rodriguez out of post, 295.
All right, now Tinsley's ready. Got to move that bar a little bit taller. He's a tall guy. Trying 375. Having trouble. Spider's got to help. So he scratches a 375. So Tinsley from Liberty going out with his best lift at 365 today. That's in the squat, of course.
Rodriguez is down. Back up. That's a good lift for Aiden as he gets 2 green flags. Good lift at 295. Up next is Miller from Liberty, also going for 295.
All right, on the left side of your screen, we're looking at Hoagland from Lubbock Cooper. Scratch at 385 on the second lift. He'll try it again on the third. And he'll scratch on the third, so he'll best lift of the day will be 365.
Here's Miller from Liberty. Down and back up. That's a good lift.
Old Gold Antelope Martinez coming up next. Scratched at 420. Going to try it again on the third lift.
Up now is Alec Garcia going for 300 pounds.
Here's Martinez at the bar on the left side of your screen. 420 pounds. Oh, boy. A grunt in the second effort. Gets that bar up. 420 for the Bold Gold Antelope.
There's Alec Garcia now going for 300. As he scratches his final lift.
Interesting about Martinez from post, weighed in at 198 pounds and squatted 420 just a moment ago. All right, left side of the screen. That's Cook from Liberty, 425 pounds.
Up next is Weidman from Liberty going for 300.
Lift is good. So Cook maxes out today at 425. Brings up Romero from Lubbock Cooper. And he is going to try. When you hear me pause, it means there's a coach standing in the way of the board we're looking at. He's going to try 425 as well. There he goes. Good lift for Romero. So he goes to 425, up from 400 pounds on the second lift.
As Weidman scratches on the right side of the screen.
On the left side, Smith from Snyder coming up next.
Here comes Driver from Whiteface going for 335.
Smith doing 425s. He scratched twice in his first and second lifts. So still the same weight at 425. Ooh. He gets there this time, so never give up, right? His third try is good. 425 pounds for the Snyder Tiger. It's A.J. Smith.
As Driver scratches from Whiteface on the right side of the screen. We should bring up Hernandez from Snyder, also going for 350.
Botani from Liberty on the left side of your screen. He's going to try 430. His history tonight, where he scratched on a second lift at 415, but he's going to put 15 pounds more on this one. I'm sure he's done it before in practice. 430 pounds.
Hernandez is down, and he scratches.
So Botani trying 430 after scratching at 415. Yeah, I think he's done it before. 3 green flags, successful lift. For the Lubbock Liberty Patriot. And go to Snyder's Soria on your left side. Did 420 last time. He's going to try 445.
Here's Cody Osborne now on the right side of your screen. He's going for 365.
And thank our sponsors, Will and Crystal Osborne, for sponsoring these events for us. That's their son Cody lifting now on your right side of the screen.
It's a good lift for Cody. Finishes his squat at 365 pounds.
All right, Soria from Snyder on the left side, 445 the weight on his back. And he scratched. 2 red flags.
He's now on the right side of your screen. This brings up Chandler from Cooper. He too going for 365.
So Snyder Soria scratches at 445, but his second lift 420 will stick. Go to Betancourt from Liberty. Last lift 430. He's going to try 445.
Chandler's down and up. That's a successful lift for Chandler, 365 pounds. Now this brings up Brubaker from Liberty. He's going for 380.
All right, Betancourt on your left, successful. Once again, 445 pounds. That'd be his third lift. We go to Douglas from Cooper. Going to try 450. Did 425 on a second lift. Once again, everybody gets 3 tries. Again, this is a qualifying meet for regionals. Regional meet's going to be in 2 weeks in Brownfield. If y'all want to, we're not going to cover that unless they force us. No, we might be able to do that. Wouldn't it be fun? Probably need about 10 cameras though, Russ.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a lot of lifters there.
Douglas from Cooper is successful on the left side of your screen.
As Brubaker scratches.
So Douglas 465 pounds, or let me double check that.
This will bring up Michael Mendoza going for 400 pounds.
Douglas with 450 rather. Now trying 465 will be Fuentes from Snyder.
Here comes Michael Mendoza from post, stepping into the squat rack on the right side of your screen.
Fuentes scratches with 2 red flags on his third and final lift. And Fuentes scratches at 465 pounds.
Mendoza is down. He drives. Nope. He scratches. Almost had it for a second.
And Davis from Cooper is next on your left side, 470 pounds.
Next is Warlick from Cooper, going for 405.
Davis successful with 470. That's his final lift. All right, we go on the left side. You're going to go to Lubbock Cooper's Garcia. Trying 475 after. Yeah, let's see what he did last time. Sorry about that. Tried 420. Now he's going to 475, Russ. It's a huge increase.
As Warlick scratches. Good awareness by Warlick not to dump the weight and allow the spotters to help him out.
My goodness. See that, Russ? On the left side, you had Garcia from Cooper, went from 420 to 475, and he's successful in his third lift.
Here comes Trejo from Whiteface. Going for 415.
The spotters you see in the picture are a bunch of kids from Post, your baseball players, track stars, helping out here in the powerlifting meet, third one of the Caprock Powerlifting League. That we're going to do. Fourth, actually, yeah, but we're doing 3. This is our third. Domingo Soto, speaking of Post, on your left. On the squat struggles, but he gets it up, and green flags all over the place. So Soto from Post does 475.
Trejo is down. And he scratches.
Okay, on your left, Gomez is next. He'll try 480 after doing 460 last time.
This brings Torres from Snyder, followed by Ramos from Snyder, and Vasquez from Snyder.
And we're going to try to talk to Coach John Wright in between the squat and the bench. That's coming up pretty soon, so stay with us. We'll talk about what's next in the powerlifting world.
Sorry, this is Pierce lifting now from Liberty.
Olegario Soto. I'm sorry. Oleo Gomez is up. 480 pounds.
Pierce successfully lifted 415. Sorry, Jim.
So freshman is struggling a little bit, but he gets back up, and he's all green. Oh, 2 greens in a rest. So successful lift for Gomez.
Now this is Torres from Snyder.
And so Ole Gomez does 480. Pinkerton from Snyder's going to try 485 on the left side.
Successful lift for Torres at 425. This brings up Ramos from Snyder.
Pinkerton on your left.
Ramos will be going for 435.
We got 2 greens for Pinkerton. He's successful with 485 pounds. Now we're going to jump way up to 550 pounds. Lubbock Cooper's Schaaf is going to try that. From 500 last lift to 550 on his third is Schaaf. He'll be followed by Vasquez and Salas.
Push it!
Schaaf's going to scratch on his final lift, so he'll max out today at 500. Not bad.
So Ramos scratches. This brings up Vasquez from Snyder.
You got Vasquez over there too?
Yeah, he's going for 440.
I've got one over here. We got Vasquez from Snyder, and he's going for 570. I wonder if they're brothers. So Vasquez is on both sides of your screen. On the left, it'll be R. Vasquez, both from Snyder.
You have a B or a V?
R.
Or for
Let me double check. Got an R. Vasquez. Oh, you got Vasquez?
I've got Vasquez with a V.
We got a V on the left too, and he's going down.
Oh.
Second effort looks really good from here. All greens for the Snyder kid. Vasquez on the left side.
All greens for the guy on the right as he trips in the back from a celebration.
So anyway, 570 pounds for the Vasquez on the left. That's where he maxes out. Up from 550 on the second lift.
This brings up Daniel Young on the right side of the screen going for 450.
All right, so the final squat on the left side is Salas from Cooper. He's going from 565 pounds to 600.
Two green flags for Daniel. That's a good lift. He ends his squat at 450 pounds. That's a good lift for Daniel.
All right, Vasquez on your left. What did I tell you, 600 pounds? Young man is looking good. 3 green flags. And Salas lifts the most today in the squat, 600 pounds. He was successful in all 3 of his lifts tonight. And that's going to wrap it up for the – we got one more over on your side, Russ?
I've got 3 more.
Okay,
I've
we'll
got
stay here.
Joseph right now on rack 2. He steps into the squat rack, I believe at 465 out of Cooper Liberty.
Okay. So left side of the screen, you'll see a lot of changing out. They're going to move out the rack.
It's a good lift for Joseph at 465. Up next is Adams and Estrada. Both Adams from Cooper. The first one will be going for 575. Estrada up next will be going for 500.
You can see on the left side of your screen, they're going to be moving that rack number 1 out of the way to get ready for the bench press. That's rack 1 area. Russ calling rack 2 on the right side. It's always interesting to bring that equipment through the crowd.
Adams is down, and he scratches his final lift. So now here comes Estrada going for 500 pounds, final lifter for rack number 2. Gym rack 1 will commence in 15 minutes for the bench press.
So that'll be close to 5:45, 5:50. Again, we're going to take a slight break and then come back and talk to Coach John Wright about powerlifting and other things. There's always football on the mind, right? If he remembers to come over here. He's slightly injured today.
As Estrada scratches. So he ends the day at 475 on his squat. As now that brings it into rack number 2, as they will be back at 550 for the bench press on rack 2.
Okay, there you go. We finished the squat on both sides. Getting ready for the bench coming up. In the intermission, we're shooting for about 550. We'll be back with lifting, but prior to that, we'll have an interview with Coach John Wright. So y'all come back or just stay with us. If you go to the restroom and get something to eat, just leave that YouTube on. We'll be right back. This is the Caprock Powerlifting League on Post Sports Radio. The events are sponsored and made live and free thanks to our sponsors, including Will and Crystal Osborne. They wish all the lifters their best, and of course, go bold gold. Judge Lee and Marcia Norman, supporting what's good for Post and Garza County. Post Family Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, and alterations. Glasheen, Valles, and Intermission, your local personal injury lawyer. Visit gvilaw.com. Post Baseball Academy, get your kids involved with PBA in February. Visit the Post Baseball Academy Facebook page for details, including contact information. You can direct message from there. Post Area Chamber of Commerce, serving Post and Garza County. Visit postcitytexas.com. Happy State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. And Post Family Dentistry, small town values with state-of-the-art care. Be sure to let these sponsors know that you appreciate them and thank them for bringing this event to you. Live action of the Caprock Powerlifting League will resume in just a moment on postsportsradio.com. Even though there's a chill in the air, Post Sports Radio is already planning for the warmer spring broadcast season, and we can't do it without sponsors. Did you know that Post Sports Radio shares profits from advertising revenue with Post high school graduates? For more than 12 years now, we have awarded scholarships to graduating seniors. Recipients have used the funds at a 4-year institution or a trade school. It's the student's choice. Details for advertising this spring are coming soon. PSR will stream baseball, softball, track and field, the sports banquet, and the graduation ceremony. So if you are a regular listener or watcher, a business owner, a manager of a nonprofit group, please consider being a sponsor on Post Sports Radio. Your participation will keep the events live and free to the Bold Gold Nation and help students continue their education. So in the meantime, be thinking about becoming a Post Sports Radio broadcast advertising team member. Thank you, and go Bold Gold. This is the Caprock Powerlifting League on Post Sports Radio. The events are sponsored and made live and free thanks to our sponsors, including Will and Crystal Osborne. They wish all the lifters their best, and of course, go bold gold. Judge Lee and Marcia Norman, supporting what's good for Post and Garza County. Post Family Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, and alterations. Glasheen, Valles, and Intermission, your local personal injury lawyer. Visit gvilaw.com. Post Baseball Academy, get your kids involved with PBA in February. Visit the Post Baseball Academy Facebook page for details, including contact information. You can direct message from there. Post Area Chamber of Commerce, serving Post and Garza County. Visit postcitytexas.com. Happy State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. And Post Family Dentistry, small town values with state-of-the-art care. Be sure to let these sponsors know that you appreciate them and thank them for bringing this event to you. Live action of the Caprock Powerlifting League will resume in just a moment on postsportsradio.com. Even though there's a chill in the air, Post Sports Radio is already planning for the warmer spring broadcast season, and we can't do it without sponsors. Did you know that Post Sports Radio shares profits from advertising revenue with post high school graduates? For more than 12 years now, we have awarded scholarships to graduating seniors. Recipients have used the funds at a four-year institution or a trade school. It's the student's choice. Details for advertising this spring are coming soon. PSR will stream baseball, softball, track and field, the sports banquet, and the graduation ceremony. So if you are a regular listener or watcher, a business owner, a manager of a nonprofit group, please consider being a sponsor on Post Sports Radio. Your participation will keep the events live and free to the bold Gold Nation and help students continue their education. So in the meantime, be thinking about becoming a Post Sports Radio broadcast advertising team member. Thank you, and go Bold Gold. This is the Caprock Powerlifting League on Post Sports Radio. The events are sponsored and made live and free thanks to our sponsors, including Will and Crystal Osborne. They wish all the lifters their best, and of course, go Bold Gold. Judge Lee and Marcia Norman, supporting what's good for Post and Garza County. Post Family Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, and alterations. Glasheen, Valles, and Intermission, your local personal injury lawyer. Visit gvilaw.com. Post Baseball Academy. Get your kids involved with PBA in February. Visit the Post Baseball Academy Facebook page for details, including contact information. You can direct message from there. Post Area Chamber of Commerce, serving Post and Garza County. Visit postcitytexas.com. Happy State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. And Post Family Dentistry, small town values with state-of-the-art care. Be sure to let these sponsors know that you appreciate them and thank them for bringing this event to you. Live action of the Caprock Powerlifting League will resume in just a moment on postsportsradio.com. Even though there's a chill in the air, Post Sports Radio is already planning for the warmer spring broadcast season, and we can't do it without sponsors. Did you know that Post Sports Radio shares profits from advertising revenue with post high school graduates? For more than 12 years now, we have awarded scholarships to graduating seniors. Recipients have used the funds at a four-year institution or a trade school. It's the student's choice. Details for advertising this spring are coming soon. PSR will stream baseball, softball, track and field, the sports banquet, and the graduation ceremony. So if you are a regular listener or watcher, a business owner, a manager of a nonprofit group, please consider being a sponsor on Post Sports Radio. Your participation will keep the events live and free to the bold Gold Nation and help students continue their education. So in the meantime, be thinking about becoming a Post Sports Radio broadcast advertising team member. Thank you, and go Bold Gold. Even though there's a chill in the air, Post Sports Radio is already planning for the warmer spring broadcast season, and we can't do it without sponsors. Did you know that Post Sports Radio shares profits from advertising revenue with post high school graduates? For more than 12 years now, we have awarded scholarships to graduating seniors. Recipients have used the funds at a four-year institution or a trade school. It's the student's choice. Details for advertising this spring are coming soon. PSR will stream baseball, softball, track and field, the sports banquet, and the graduation ceremony. So if you are a regular listener or watcher, a business owner, a manager of a nonprofit group, please consider being a sponsor on Post Sports Radio. Your participation will keep the events live and free to the bold Gold Nation and help students continue their education. So in the meantime, be thinking about becoming a Post Sports Radio broadcast advertising team member. Thank you, and go Bold Gold. This is the Caprock Powerlifting League on Post Sports Radio. The events are sponsored and made live and free thanks to our sponsors, including Will and Crystal Osborne. They wish all the lifters their best, and of course, go Bold Gold. Judge Lee and Marcia Norman, supporting what's good for Post and Garza County. Post Family Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, and alterations. Glasheen, Valles, and Intermission, your local personal injury lawyer. Visit gvilaw.com. Post Baseball Academy, get your kids involved with PBA in February. Visit the Post Baseball Academy Facebook page for details, including contact information. You can direct message from there. Post Area Chamber of Commerce, serving Post and Garza County. Visit postcitytexas.com. Happy State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. And Post Family Dentistry, small town values with state-of-the-art care. Be sure to let these sponsors know that you appreciate them and thank them for bringing this event to you. Live action of the Caprock Powerlifting League will resume in just a moment on postsportsradio.com. Even though there's a chill in the air, Post Sports Radio is already planning for the warmer spring broadcast season, and we can't do it without sponsors. Did you know that Post Sports Radio shares profits from advertising revenue with Post high school graduates? For more than 12 years now, we have awarded scholarships to graduating seniors. Recipients have used the funds at a four-year institution or a trade school. It's the student's choice. Details for advertising this spring are coming soon. PSR will stream baseball, softball, track and field, the sports banquet, and the graduation ceremony. So if you are a regular listener or watcher, a business owner, a manager of a nonprofit group, please consider being a sponsor on Post Sports Radio. Your participation will keep the events live and free to the Bold Gold Nation and help students continue their education. So in the meantime, be thinking about becoming a Post Sports Radio broadcast advertising team member. Thank you, and go Bold Gold. This is the Caprock Powerlifting League on Post Sports Radio. The events are sponsored and made live and free thanks to our sponsors, including Will and Crystal Osborne. They wish all the lifters their best, and of course, go Bold Gold. Judge Lee and Marcia Norman, supporting what's good for Post and Garza County. Post Family Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, and alterations. Glasheen, Valles, and Intermission, your local personal injury lawyer. Visit gvilaw.com. Post Baseball Academy, get your kids involved with PBA in February. Visit the Post Baseball Academy Facebook page for details, including contact information. You can direct message from there. Post Area Chamber of Commerce, serving Post and Garza County. Visit postcitytexas.com. Happy State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. And Post Family Dentistry, small town values with state-of-the-art care. Be sure to let these sponsors know that you appreciate them and thank them for bringing this event to you. Live action of the Caprock Powerlifting League will resume in just a moment on postsportsradio.com. Even though there's a chill in the air, Post Sports Radio is already planning for the warmer spring broadcast season, and we can't do it without sponsors. Did you know that Post Sports Radio shares profits from advertising revenue with Post high school graduates? For more than 12 years now, we have awarded scholarships to graduating seniors. Recipients have used the funds at a four-year institution or... And we're getting ready to start the second part of the fourth and final Caprock Powerlifting League series here on Post Sports Radio. We have done the last three, this being the third, of course. Jim Plummer here with Russ Morris. Russ, we're getting ready to do the bench press. A lot of fun during the squat. Want to warn you that... not warn you, but advise you that Jim Plummer, that's me, I'm calling the action on the left side of the screen. Russ is on the right. Do note that bench is hard to follow from the angles that we have, but we'll do our best. And, of course, we'll keep you up vocally.
All we have to do is look for the flags.
Yeah, we can. You may not see the flags on the screen, but we'll tell you what's going on for sure. And we want to thank all of our viewers and listeners from Lubbock Liberty, Lubbock Cooper, also New Home, and we got Whiteface. I'm leaving somebody out.
Snyder,
of course. Snyder's the most. Coach Gonzalez, if you don't know Coach Gonzalez, he really gets into the action, whether it's on the football field or even here in the turf room at Post for the powerlifting meets.
I do want to say this. The digital edition of the Post-Dispatch was released today, and there's going to be a lot of sports articles that are in the Dispatch this week because of a lot transpired over the weekend. If you're wondering why I did not include the basketball all district honors for the Lady Lopes. That was released after my deadline to send in what I had written up already. So I will have your Lady Lopes recognized for all district in next week's edition of the paper.
All right. Also, let's talk baseball. Coming up this weekend, the Post baseball tournament here in Post. Schedule can be found online.
Yes, the new schedule, I believe the schedule can be found online. If you're not aware, we play Merkel tomorrow, I believe, at 1. And then we'll play, and then I'll have to look up the times for Saturday. But on Saturday, we play Kahoma first, and then we end the day with a game against Roosevelt.
All right, bench press coming up. On the left side of your screen, you'll see participants. Let's see, from Liberty, it's Terry, followed by Posts Campos, and Gamir, also from Liberty.
On the right side of the screen, on rack 2, I have Aiden Rodriguez starting off on the bench press. I believe he's going for 145 pounds. As he just lifted, that's a successful lift for Aiden. So we're rocking and rolling underway right now.
On the left side, Terry from Liberty, trying 155 on the bench. We've got a good shot on the camera right now, so that's a good thing. You always got to have the spotters around there to be the only guys really blocking the view. Let some of the fans stand up. There goes Terry down with the bar. That looks good for Terry. Once again, 155 pounds. We'll put 160 on there now for Campos. Campos weighs 191. You go to bench press 160.
This is Noiloa with his lift. That's a successful lift at 150 pounds. Up next is Witten from Liberty going for 165.
All right, Campos ready to go on your left side. The bold gold antelope trying 160. No problem there. All 3 flags are green. Everybody gets 3 different lifts, not in a row. They'll have to go through the whole list, and we'll start at the top in just a little bit.
Remember, the order they go through is lightest lift to heaviest lift.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with their
weight class or the number that's written on their wrist from when they weigh in.
All right, Gamir from Lubbock Liberty is next, going for 200 pounds.
It's a successful lift from Witten. I believe that's also at 165. Next.
Let's do it after this. Thanks. All right, Coach Wright says he's going to try to join us between the bench and the deadlift to do the interview. Gamir's from Liberty lifting now 200 pounds on the left side of the screen. All right, so
successful lift for Lorton at 165. Up next is Cody Osborne going for 170.
All right, so we go down to 200, or go up to 215 pounds for the 4th lifter on the left side of your screen. That's going to be Alderson from Cooper.
Oh, it looks like Lorton scratched. Yep, this brings up Cody now. He's going for 170.
Cooper's Alderson on the left side is successful. Once again at 215. We'll go to A.J. Smith from Snyder, 225. Coming up next.
Down and up. Rack, that's a successful lift for Cody at 170 pounds.
All right. Good night for the young man. Smith from Snyder trying 225 on his first attempt.
This brings up Reed from Cooper going for 175.
Smith is going to scratch on the left side of your screen, so we'll move on to Mora from Lubbock Liberty, 230 pounds.
That's a good no, as Reed scratches his first attempt. Now this brings up Miller from Liberty, also going for 175.
More Liberty on your left side. Lowering the bar, doing 230 right now, and successful with that lift.
Miller's lift is down, and he's back up at rack, and that's a good lift from Miller out of Liberty.
All right, on your left side after Mora, we're going to go to Hoagland from Cooper with an attempt at 235.
This brings up Alec Garcia. He's also going for 175. Alec gets situated on the right side of your screen. As I believe, Jim, we might have a scratch on the left side.
Yeah,
Spotter said to go in and help, or they might let him relift it.
Hoagland, yeah, but you're right, Russ. Going to give him a second chance here. That's Hoagland trying 235.
As that's a successful lift by Alec on the right side. And good call by the judges, Jim, on rack number 1 over there. They gave him 3 green flags.
Good lift on the second attempt there. Why do you think they give him a second chance?
Well, just to make sure that you get yourself situated. If they feel like, I guess if they feel like that you're unsure of yourself, they'll allow you to reset. We'll see them do that a lot more so on squat, just so that way they can go down before they'll tell you back up, before the judge tells you to press it back up again.
All right, Tinsley from Liberty next, 240. A lot of people standing in the way on this one.
This is Torres from Snyder. 3 green flags for the young man on the right side of your screen. Went for 180 pounds. Up next is Powell from New Home, going for 190.
All right, so success on the left side here. And I've got a young man standing in my way. I think he's going to move all night. That's Lubbock Liberty's Tinsley. He does 240. Still with 240 on the bar, it'll be Domingo Soto from Post.
Powell's lift is down, and he's back up. 3 green flags for Powell. At 190. Up next is Hernandez from Snyder, also going for 190 pounds.
Post Soto on your left. And he is successful with the lift. Russ, can you see how much he just did?
Who am I looking for?
Soto from Post. Oh, I got him now. The guy just moved 240.
Yes.
All right. So Lubbock Cooper's Romero next. 245 attempt.
This Hernandez is 3 green flags on his lift. Out of Snyder. Up next is Weidman from Liberty, going for 205.
Found out the Weidman, his grandfather's guy I worked with in radio in Lubbock.
Really?
Years ago. Spike Weidman, he's sitting over there, standing up right now with the black hat.
With the black leather jacket?
Yes, sir. Lift on the left is successful. That's Romero with 245. Fuentes from Snyder next. Also 245.
Weidman's lift is down. And gets situated. And he scratches. Notice, Jim, if you see anybody when they lift the bar, if that bar is uneven, when the judge on the back says to rack it, and you rack it unevenly, that's a scratch.
Maybe that one there.
Right there.
He scratched here. He was uneven on that one. That was Fuentes from Snyder.
Now this brings up Brew Baker from Liberty going for 210.
On the left side, Ole Gomez from post with an attempt of 255.
He's down and back up. As he also scratches.
Gomez on your left, looking good. Ooh, no problem there. 3 green flags. 255 pounds for the young man.
I've got Vasquez next from Snyder, also going for, no, he's going for 215.
Cook from Liberty next on your left. He'll try 260.
So Vasquez steps in to the bench now.
Cook is good with 260. Go to Martinez from post is next. 265 attempt.
Vasquez has a successful lift at 215 pounds. Now this brings up Chandler from Cooper going for 225. Followed by Ramos from Snyder also going for 225.
Marciano Martinez for post on your left screen. 265-pound attempt.
Comes Chandler, stepping in now on the right side of your screen.
Martinez, young man, kind of a lightweight to lift that much weight. Once again, Martinez weighed in at 198, just bench press 265.
It's a successful lift for Chandler. Now stepping in is Ramos now from Snyder, also going for 225.
On your left, Cooper Garcia from Cooper. They're going to try 265.
Ramos is down. No, and he scratches.
All right, so on the left side, success for Garcia. Brings up Otani from Liberty. Otani will go to 270.
This brings up Driver from Whiteface going for 230.
See some of our lifters who aren't lifting today because they've already qualified for the regional meet, which is what these guys lifting today are trying to do.
So we have a successful lift by Driver out of Whiteface. As they said, Ramos, who lifted last, scratched.
Liberty's Botani on your left for 270.
So now this brings up Joseph out of Liberty going for 230. Followed by Pierce out of Liberty. He'll be going for 240.
Soria from Snyder going to try 270 as well. He's on your left side. Soria's got it down, punches it back up, and 3 green flags. That's successful. 270.
Joseph steps in now. He's going for 230 pounds. On the right side of your screen.
All right, so coming up next, on the left, Douglas. He's from Cooper. He's going to try 270 as well.
Lift is down. And back up with ease for Joseph. 3 green flags. That's a good lift. As now this brings up Pierce from Liberty. He'll be going for 240 pounds.
Douglas on your left. 270 pounds. Three green flags on the left is a good lift.
Lift is down and back up. 3 green flags for Pierce out of Liberty. Up next is Daniel Young out of Post. Also going, I believe he's also going for 240 pounds.
All right, so Cooper Pirate Davis is next on the left side. He'll go for 285.
Is down and back up with ease. 3 green flags for Daniel Young.
Douglas on your left. I'm sorry, Davis rather.
Next is Warlick on the right side of the screen from Cooper going for 265.
Davis come for 285 on your left side. Oh, he's going to struggle. Get some assistance, so that's a scratch for the Cooper Pirate. Bring up Snyder's Pinkerton. On the left side of your screen.
Now, with a little bit of seconds left to spare, in comes Warlick now on the right side of your screen. From Lubbock, Cooper, going for 265 pounds.
Pinkerton on your left. 3 green flags. 295-pound lift.
Down. Oh. He gets it back up. 2 green flags. He'll take that. That's a good lift for Warlick. Up next is Michael Mendoza from Post going for 270 pounds.
The Mighty Mike Salas from Cooper puts 300 pounds on the bar, ready to lift that. And it's good on the left side. Takes us to Betancourt from Liberty.
As Mendoza unracks the bar. His lift is down. Well, and he scratches at 270.
Okay, Betancourt on your left is going to try 305. And these are all still first lifts for these guys. We're almost at the bottom of the list. We'll start over with the second.
Now I've got Trejo up next from Whiteface. Be going for 275, followed by Adams and Estrada both from Cooper.
Betancourt on your left is good. 305 pounds. Good as Schaaf from Cooper. He'll try 305 as well.
Trejo's lift was down and up. 3 green flags. The young man out of Whiteface at 275 pounds. So next is Adams from Cooper. He too will be going for 275 pounds.
£305 on the bar for the Lubbock Cooper lifter on your left side. That's Schaaf. Looks good. 3 green flags means it is.
As Adams scratches his lift. Now this brings up Estrada from Lubbock Cooper. I believe he's going for 315 pounds.
Vasquez from Snyder is going to walk up to the bench here on the left side, trying 335. Vasquez on the left, ready to go. 335. And that is good. So we will go to the top of the lift on the left side of your screen, top of the list, rather, on the left side of the screen.
As Estrada unracks the bar now. His lift is down and back up with ease at 315 pounds. That's a successful lift for Estrada. He's now Jim on rack 2. We move back to the top of the order on rack number 2.
We're equal once again. Things moving along smoothly. The fourth and final Caprock Powerlifting League meet. All 4 in Post, Texas, and Post Sports Radio, luckily to carry 3 of them for you.
This is the last chance qualifier for the boys for the regional meet. And not next week, but the week after in Brownfield.
The regional meet for the girls is next week in El Dorado, Texas. Unfortunately, none of the Post Lady Lopes are going, but you're going to have probably a bunch from Whiteface, no doubt, right?
Oh, yeah.
And Snyder. They had quite a few girls here this last meet. All right, with top of the order. Start off with Terry from Liberty.
I've got Aiden Rodriguez on the right side of the screen. Aiden's going for 165. And he scratches his his second lift.
Okay, Terry from Liberty is successful with 175. He increased his lift by 20 pounds over the previous.
So next is Noiloa from Cooper.
Post, Bold Gold Antelope Campos on your left side of the screen, goes for 185.
Noiloa from Cooper is going for 165.
Campos successful here on the left side. Move on to Gamir from Liberty. He'll try 210.
As Noiloa scratches his second lift. Now this brings up Lorton from New Home. He too going for 165.
Excuse me. Baseball tomorrow and Saturday at Post Baseball Park, David Nichols Park. Post tournament, y'all get out there and see some good baseball. Powerlifting here right now on the left side. Gamir going for 210. He is from Liberty.
Lorton's lift is down and up, and unfortunately he scratches his lift. Now this brings up Witten from Liberty. He'll be going for 180 pounds.
Gamir is successful here on the left side. 1 red flag. All you need is 2 green. Brings up A.J. Smith from Snyder with a 225 attempt, and then Fuentes from Snyder as well with 245.
This is Jim. Speaking of baseball, I just got approved to work on a special tribute project, and I'll let the listeners figure out who I'll be writing about.
Do I count? You already gave me a hint, so I can't do that. All right, A.J. Smith on the left, trying 225, scratch there last time. So he'll try to be successful on this one.
Already, Jim, I've got several scratches in a row as Witten scratches his second lift.
Okay, Smith from Snyder has to be helped again, so he scratches his second, so 2 lifts in a row. The Tiger gets unsuccessful.
Got Reed up next for Cooper, going for 180 pounds.
All right, so Fuentes from Snyder next. He scratched at 245. He's going to try that weight again on the second lift.
Reed's lift was down and up. I've got finally 3 green flags for Reed. I've got the first successful lift on rack 2.
First?
On the right, well, through the second time order.
Attempt, okay.
Yeah. Finally, after a string of scratches.
Fuentes on your left side of the screen from Snyder, 245 attempt, the second time to try it. And it looks a lot better this time, and he does get 3 green flags. He is successful.
Up next is Miller, now going for 185 pounds.
Alderson from Cooper on your left side. He'll go for 250.
Miller's lift is unracked. He's down and back up. That's 3 green flags for Miller. This brings up Cody Osborne next. Cody will be going for 190 pounds.
All right, Cody Alderson on your left is successful, and that weight was 250. Mora from Liberty next on this side with 250 as well.
Cody's lift is down. And he scratches at 190 pounds on his second lift.
All right, Moore from Liberty on your left, trying 250.
Got Torres from Snyder up next, going for 190 pounds.
All right, Moore is successful on the left. Let's see, so coming up next will be Hoagland from Cooper. He'll try 255. He did 235 on his first lift, this being his second at 250.
Torres is unracked and down and back up with relative ease. That's a good lift for Torres at 190 pounds. Now this brings up Alec Garcia from post. He'll be going for 200.
All right, Hoagland from Cooper looks like it's good. At 255. They put 260 on the bar now for the next lifter, which is Post Soto, I do believe. We'll check that.
As Alex scratches his lift. Now this brings up Powell from New Home. He too will be going for 200 pounds.
All right, Domingo Soto on your left from post, going for 260. Soto previously, I can't tell you that, somebody's in the way. Looks good, and Soto successful.
Jim, I believe that was 260 pounds on his bench press.
Thank you, sir.
Now this brings up Hernandez from Snyder. So unfortunately, Powell scratched. Hernandez from Snyder on rack 2 going for 200.
Romero from Cooper lifting now on the left side, 260. And he's going to scratch at 260.
It's a good lift by Hernandez. 3 green flags. Now this brings up Weidman going for 205 now on rack number 2.
Sean Romero from Cooper scratched at 260 here on the left side. So 265 will be Tinsley from Liberty coming up next, or he's on the bench right now.
Three green flags for Weidman at 205.
Successful lift on the left with 2 green flags. That's Tinsley.
Next is Brubaker out of Liberty, going for 210.
Tinsley did 265, going up to 280 now. Is Douglas. He's from Lubbock Cooper. Got to remember, Lubbock Cooper Liberty does not have a senior class. So this junior class that they have now will be the first ones to graduate from that high school next year. That's kind of special.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty.
Going to be the first ones for a lot. I believe this was also the first Lubbock class at Cooper Liberty to compete at the varsity level, correct?
Exactly, yeah. Last year it was JV only, maybe freshman as well. All right, so we got Garcia from Cooper on the bench on the left side.
We had a successful lift by Brubaker at 210 pounds. This is Ramos now at 225.
Okay, let me get my...
As he scratches. He's now up next, brings up Vasquez with a V.
Okay, Douglas from Cooper on the left side trying 280. I think I've got that right.
From Snyder, he will be going for 230.
Success on the left. Lubbock Cooper's Douglas with 200. Wish that guy moved just a little. 285 it looks like. I think that guy's standing in my way just on purpose. You got somebody over there doing the same to you? I'm going to send him over to your screen.
Nice. Vasquez scratches. Now this brings up Chandler from Cooper.
All right, Oli Gomez from Post, the freshman on the left bench.
Chandler's going for 240 pounds.
Gomez 285. And Gomez is good with 2 green flags. All right, takes us to Cook from Liberty.
Now Chandler steps in. He's going for 240 pounds.
Cook going for 285 after doing 260 on the first attempt.
Lift is up. Successful lift for Chandler at 240 pounds. Up next should be Driver from Whiteface, and it is. He will be going for 245.
On your left, Cook successful. Liberty lifter with 285 pounds. We'll keep that on there as well for Martinez from Post. Next lifter on your left side.
Let's go, by Adrian.
Driver's lift is down. He's back up. It's a good lift for Driver at 245. The next is Joseph from Liberty going for 250.
On your left side, Martinez from Post scratches. Go to Batani from Cooper. I'm sorry, from Liberty. And he'll do 285. That's not Botani. Hold on a second. Let's see, we're going a little bit out of order here, unless I've got it wrong. Let's see. Had Martinez followed by Davis. That's who this is, but Davis from Liberty. Going for 295.
The lift is down and up. 2 green flags for Joseph. That's a good lift. Now this brings up Pierce from Liberty. He's going for 255.
Okay, Davis from Cooper just scratched at 285, his second lift. And then it'll be Botani from Liberty trying 295.
Is down and back up. 3 green flags for Pierce. Now this brings up Daniel Young. Daniel Young will be going for 265 pounds.
A good lift up by Botani on the left. Increases weight from 270 to 295 and is successful in the second lift. Pinkerton from Snyder next, 300 pounds. Maybe I get ahead of myself here. I think Botani's still on the bench on the left side with the second try. So, no, that's not Botani. Hold on.
Comes Daniel. He steps in now. Bench is unracked.
Okay, Soria just scratched for Snyder. Pinkerton should be next, unless they went out of order. I think they did.
3 green flags for Daniel at 265. Up next is Michael Mendoza from Post. He will be going for 270.
Still don't have this weight up there for Pinkerton. We're going to see what happens with that. See Salas from Lubbock Cooper. 320 it looks like he's trying. That's not him either. Never mind. Whoever it is, it's successful. That's a Snyder lifter.
As Michael scratches once again at 270.
So Pinkerton just lifted for Snyder. He is successful at 310.
Trying to get who lifted the before Pinkerton?
No, I got it figured out now.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
They jumped around a little bit. Salas from Cooper is next at 320.
And now this brings up Warlick for Cooper. He'll be going for 285.
Salas struggles and scratches, trying 320, so he'll try to get on his third lift.
Oh, it's Warlick. Looks like he scratches.
All right, on the left side of your screen, Salas scratched. That's going to bring up Shea from Lubbock Cooper, attempting 320 as well.
Next is Adams from Cooper. As Warlick will scratch out, and so will Michael. Michael Mendoza scratches out for bench number 3, getting some housekeeping taken care of. Should bring up Adams up next to the bench. He'll be going for 290 pounds.
Cooper Schaaf just lifted 320 successfully. Betancourt from Liberty next.
As Adams has a successful lift at 290.
Betancourt on your left trying 340.
Up next is Trejo from Whiteface. He's going for 295.
Betancourt, 3 green flags. It's good. Vasquez from Snyder next. This should be the last one in this second round. Trying 365.
Jim, it looks like also on rack 2, Michael Mendoza is scratching out of the deadlift as well, so he is done for the day. as Trejo scratches his lift. So now this brings up Estrada from Cooper. He'll be going for 350.
On the left side, Vasquez scratches on that lift. Vasquez scratched at 365, so his best so far is 335. Or she'll get another try at least 365 on the third try.
It looks like Trejo is also, no, he's going to give his third attempt a go. Anyway, here comes Estrada stepping in on rack number 2, going for 350 pounds.
All right, for their third lift, go to the top of the screen. Top of the list is Terry from Liberty. Did 155, 175, and now he's going to try 185. After Terry, you'll have Campos from Post and Gamir from Liberty.
Estrada's lift is successful at 350 pounds. So now we move back to the top of the order for the final time through the bench press on rack number 2.
Once again, Terry on the left side of your screen. Going for 185. He's going to scratch on his third try, so he'll check out on the bench with his best today, 175. Campos from Post is coming up. He did 160, 185. He's going to do 200 this time.
It's going to be Aiden Rodriguez stepping in now.
Campos can't get that 200 up, so he stops with his best today.
3 green flags for Aiden at 165. Up next is Noiloa from Cooper.
Campos' best today, 185 for the Antelope.
Noiloa is going also for 165.
Gamir from Liberty next to 220.
As Noiloa scratches his final lift. And next will be Lorton from New Home. This final bench going for 175.
Okay, Gamir from Liberty just scratched at 220, so his best today, 210. All right, on your left side coming up next. From Snyder is Smith, followed by Alderson from Cooper, and then back to Snyder's Fuentes.
As Lorton steps in now.
Smith is going to try 225.
See his down. And back up. 3 green flags for Lorton. Ends the day at 175 for him. Now this brings up Witten from Liberty. Going for 180.
All right, on your left bench right now. Trying 225 is Snyder Smith. A lot of grunting from his teammates. That's 2 green flags and a successful lift.
Witten scratches his final lift. Up next is Reed from Cooper. Going for 190.
Also from Cooper on the left side will be Alderson, and he's going to go for 260. Alderson on the left, 260 attempt.
This is down and back up. 3 green flags for Reed. This now brings up Cody Osborne.
Alderson scratches on the left side, so his best bench 250 tonight.
As Cody is going for 190 pounds on the bench.
Fuentes from Snyder on the left side. He'll go for 265.
As Cody scratches his final lift.
All right, Fuentes on your left, successful with 265.
Now this brings up Miller from Liberty.
Mora from Liberty on your left. He'll try 270.
So Miller goes for 200.
Hoagland is on deck on the left side. You got 2 lifters from Liberty going right now, huh? More on the left.
As Miller scratches. Now this brings up Alec Garcia. He too is going for 200 pounds.
Moore's going for 270. Mora is good with 3 green flags. Hoagland next from Cooper. 275.
Alex Litch is down. And almost had it, but he scratches out on his final lift. Now this brings up Powell from New Home. I believe he's also going for 200.
Hoagland going for 270 on your left side of the screen.
As he is, Powell's going for 200.
All right, successful lift for Hoagland. Tinsley from Liberty up next, 275.
Powell's lift is down, but he scratches out at 200. So now this brings up 2 lifters from Snyder. First up is Torres for the Tigers at 205.
Tinsley previously did 255, it looks like. Now doing 270. Scratches.
Torres is down.
So Tinsley's best was 265.
He's back up as he scratches his final lift. 205 up next is Hernandez from Snyder. He'll be going for 210.
All right, on the left side of the screen, Tinsley just lifted, went out and tried 275. So his best of the day is 265. Going for 280 now is Domingo Soto of Post, Texas. Domingo's had 2 successful lifts so far. Second one was 260. Oh, he's got a scratch on his 3rd and final lift, so he'll go out Once again with a better lift. Best lift at 2. Yeah.
Hernandez scratches out at 210. Next is Weidman from Liberty going for 215.
Okay, Soto did go out with his best lift tonight, 260 on the bench. Now on the left side is Romero. Romero from Liberty. I take that back. It's Lubbock Cooper. And he does 285.
As Weidman scratches is now. This brings up Brubaker.
On your left from post, Marciano Martinez.
Brubaker going for 220.
Martinez going for 285. Scratched on the last lift.
Push it! Push it!
And he'll scratch on the third one as well. So, I think his best tonight is 265, his first lift.
Got a successful lift by Brubaker. Now this brings up another set of lifters from Snyder. Up next is Ramos for the Tigers going for 225, followed by Vasquez going for 230.
On the left side now is Garcia from Cooper. 2 successful lifts. Last one 280. Now he's trying 300.
Ramos's lift is down. And he's fighting. He fights all the way through. 3 green flags, ends the day with a bench press of 225. Up next is Vasquez for the Tigers. He'll be going for 230.
Scratch lift on your left side. There's Garcia from Cooper. Goes out on the bench with his best at 280. Cook from Liberty next. Trying 300.
It is down. And he scratches. Unable to get 230 pounds. Up next is going to be Chandler from Cooper going for 2.
All right, Cook successful on the left.
He's going for 245. Or no, 255. Yeah, 55 for Chandler.
Cook finishes the day on the bench with 300 pounds. All right, so Davis, Lubbock Cooper coming up next, trying 300 as well. Davis with the bar up and ready to drop.
Chandler's down. Back up. 2 green flags for Chandler. Ends the day 255.
So did Davis here on the left side. Finished with 300 on the day. All 3 lifts successful. Go to a Botani from Liberty. He'll try 300 as well.
Now this is Driver from Whiteface. 255 as well. Down and scratched. Now this brings up Joseph from Liberty.
Successful lift by Botani on the left side of the screen.
Joseph's going for 265.
Oli Gomez from post is next on your left side. He'll go for 300. I take that back. That's not him. Soria from Snyder is on. He's going for 300. All right, so Soria successful in his third final lift. 300 pounds. Now we go to Oli Gomez from post. Did 285 on his second lift. He's going to try 305.
Joseph is down and up. That's a successful lift for Joseph. 2 green flags. Next is Pierce going for 265.
Freshman Gomez from post on the left side. Trying 305 on this lift. He's down and he's going to end up scratching on that lift, so he's going to end the day with 285.
He's down. And he scratches his final lift. Now this brings up Daniel Young. He'll be going for 275.
All right, Douglas from Cooper on the left bench, trying for 320. Last lift was 280. It's a 40-pound increase. He's going to scratch. I bet he could have done maybe 305, but he tried 320 and scratched. Keeping 320 on the bar. Douglas up next.
Daniel lies down on the bench. Once again, 275 is what he's going for. Bench's bar is unracked. He is down.
Okay, Salas is on the bench.
Almost had it. He scratches his final lift.
Okay, Salas scratches on the third try here on the left side. And he attempted 320 as well.
Daniel ends the day at 265 on the bench. Now here's Warlick going for 285.
Pinkerton from Snyder on your left side. He's going up to 335, an increase of 25 pounds from his second successful lift.
It's Warlick from Cooper. He's down. He's back up momentarily. And he scratches his final lift. Now this brings up Trejo from Whiteface. I believe he's going for 300.
Pinkerton on your left. Successful. 335. Shafe coming up. He's from Cooper. He'll try 335 as well.
Trails lift is down. And he scratches his final lift.
Cooper's Shafe on your left side of the screen.
Comes Adams and Estrada from Cooper.
Shafe is success with 3 green flags, 335 pounds to finish the day on the bench. 355 coming up next. That'll be Liberty's Betancourt.
Adams going for 320.
All right, so we got after Schaefer, Betancourt up now. Vasquez will finish the bench. Betancourt trying 355. I think he's got it. 3 green flags. So Betancourt finishes today with 355 on the bench. Now final bench lifter on the left side is Vasquez from Snyder. Scratched to 365. He's going to try it again.
As Adams scratches his final lift, up next is Estrada for Cooper. Be going for 385 on the bench press.
Here comes Vasquez from Snyder getting on the bench. It'll be the final lift on the left side of your screen, and eventually we'll take a break, but we're going to try to talk to Coach John Wright from Post. Between the bench lift and the deadlift, it'll be the final event of the day. Vasquez with 365 is good. So Vasquez finished the day. I think he only had one scratch. His last one was 365. So congratulations to the Snyder lifter. How many more you got on your right side, Russ?
This is it right here. Estrada going for 385.
Timing's been working out really good. Once again, after this lifter.
It's up and successful, 385. Mike Estrada ends the day. Is now both rack 1 and 2 will commence at 7:05.
All right, so yeah, I think the last couple meets we got out after 9 o'clock. Tonight a much shorter meet because these guys are just, a handful are not lifting tonight because they've already qualified for the regional. So we're seeing the guys that are still trying to qualify. So we will take a break. Hopefully Coach John Wright will come join us and talk a little bit about powerlifting as well as some football. So we will take a break and hang in there. We'll be right back. This is the Caprock Powerlifting League on Post Sports Radio. The events are sponsored and made live and free thanks to our sponsors, including Will and Crystal Osborne. They wish all the lifters their best, and of course, go bold gold. Judge Lee and Marcia Norman, supporting what's good for Post and Garza County. Post Family Cleaners, dry cleaning, laundry, and alterations. Glasheen, Valles, and Intermission, your local personal injury lawyer. Visit gvilaw.com. Post Baseball Academy. Get your kids involved with PBA in February. Visit the Post Baseball Academy Facebook page for details, including contact information. You can direct message from there. Post Area Chamber of Commerce, serving Post and Garza County. Visit postcitytexas.com. Happy State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. And Post Family Dentistry, small town values with state-of-the-art care. Be sure to let these sponsors know that you appreciate them and thank them for bringing this event to you. Live action of the Caprock Powerlifting League will resume in just a moment on postsportsradio.com. Even though there's a chill in the air, Post Sports Radio is already planning for the warmer spring broadcast season, and we can't do it without sponsors. Did you know that Post Sports Radio shares profits from advertising revenue with Post high school graduates? For more than 12 years now, we have awarded scholarships to graduating seniors. Recipients have used the funds at a four-year institution or a trade school. It's the student's choice. Details for advertising this spring are coming soon. PSR will stream baseball, softball, track and field, the sports banquet, and the graduation ceremony. So if you are a regular listener or watcher, a business owner, a manager of a nonprofit group, please consider being a sponsor on Post Sports Radio. Your participation will keep the events live and free to the Bold Gold Nation and help students continue their education. So in the meantime, be thinking about becoming a Post Sports Radio broadcast advertising team member. Thank you, and go Bold Gold. This is the Caprock Powerlifting League on Post Sports Radio. The events are sponsored and made live and free thanks to our sponsors, including Will and Crystal Osborne. All right, we're streaming live from the field house at Post High Schools, right next to the football field. And, of course, this is the fourth and final Caprock Powerlifting League event, and we're glad to cover the last three. Coach John Wright has been very instrumental in having us do this. We sure do appreciate that, Coach. How are you doing today?
Doing good. Glad you guys are here.
Well,
appreciate you guys covering us.
Oh, we love doing it. It's been a lot of fun. It's been eye-opening. Learned a lot from you. Learned a lot from your wife, Michelle. She's been a great help. And Russ, of course, he's actually done this event. And you can just look at me. You can tell I've never done this event. So, anyway, it's a lot of fun. Hey, let's talk about what's next. This is the last qualifying meet for these lifters?
Yes, sir. So there's a last qualifying date for boys and girls. Girls was last weekend on Saturday. Boys' last qualifying date is this Saturday, but this is the last meet that we'll have. So it's a last qualifier for us.
Okay. So all the other schools, you look at the website, it keeps track of all the powerlifting meets. There's a bunch between Thursday and Saturday, huh?
Yeah, there's going to be quite a few. Last year we held a last qualifier, and that was our only meet. It was a big meet. It was 12 or 13 teams there, and that was our last qualifier here last year.
Okay. Post is looking really good going into the regionals. Am I right?
Yeah, we got 10 that are looking to go, and out of the 16, 17 guys that we've lifted, the high majority of them are going to get in the regional meet, somewhere in the top 12. These guys that are lifting here tonight are the ones that were kind of on the bubble that we're trying to get in. The guys that are already solid in the top 12, they're spotting and hanging out tonight and just staying healthy.
You notice Ian Vergara in the street clothes tonight, but he's here to cheer on his teammates. And, of course, Mason Wright's already qualified. He's here as well. He always looks like he's ready to lift something. Is that
Yeah, that's kind of been how he's been his whole life. That guy, I don't know. He's just followed me in the weight room his whole life, I've actually had to get him away from the weights at times,
Right.
And right now is one of those times because just trying to keep him healthy and keep him on a growth curve going into the regional meet.
Speaking of him and Ian, you had a couple other guys. Keandre's here tonight, and a couple of guys that were put on the AJ's small school super team for the area. And you, Coach, congratulations, the super team coach of the year. How does that feel?
It feels good. I know that it's only a face for multiple people. There's so many great coaches on our staff that helped and kids that did so well, and it's just a team effort, and I'm happy to be that guy.